Hey there, kindergartners! I'm so excited to see you again on our channel. Today, we get to do so many fun things with shapes. Do you remember those? So awesome. So I'm really excited to get started. Let's get to the video. Here's our first learning target for the day. I can name and draw 2D and 3D shapes. Great, let's see the second one. I can find 2D and 3D shapes in my home. Let's get started with our 2D shapes. So here I am, ready to make my 2D shape chart. Remember, 2D shapes are flat. See if you can name the shapes as I draw them. Go ahead, blurt it out. Okay, did you name them all? Let's double check. The first is a circle. Then we have a trapezoid. Next, a rectangle with 2 shorter sides and 2 longer ones. Then a triangle, 3 sides and 3 vertices, which means corners. Do you remember that? Next, a hexagon. It has 6 sides. Then a square with 4 equal sides. An oval and a pentagon. Awesome job, everyone. So now that I've drawn all of my shapes, I'm going to go back and color them. I will see you soon when it's all colored in. All right, everybody, I've just about finished coloring in my shape chart. You could pause the video here and copy mine if you'd like to have one at your home. Great job, everybody. Now we're going to head over and start learning about our 3D shapes. Here's my 3D poster. Remember, 3D shapes are solid. They are not flat. So I'm going to go ahead and draw them all, and I'd like you to try to guess as I draw them. So here are all of my 3D shapes. My cube, rectangular prism, sphere, cylinder, pyramid, and cone. Next, I'm going to color them in. See you soon. All right, everybody, now that I've finished coloring all of my shapes, let's read the shape words together again. Cube, rectangular prism, sphere, cylinder, pyramid, and cone. Okay, kiddos, you could pause the video here if you'd like to make a 3D shape poster just like mine. Now it's time to go on a shape hunt. Get your binoculars ready. let's get started. Okay, kindergartners, it's time for me to go on a shape hunt. I'm going to be looking all over my house, trying to find things that match the shapes we just learned about. Let's get started. Okay, check this out. A rectangular prism. Bam, 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 bam. See that? 3D. It's solid, not flat. Found one. You will never guess what I just found. It's two shapes in one. First, it's a cylinder. Then, it's a rectangle. What? So awesome. Look, some circles. Look, I found a sphere and a puppy that really, really wants to play with it. So check this out. I see so many shapes in this painting. This looks like a circle. It has so many triangles inside. I see triangles here, many circles as buttons. There's so many shapes here. What shapes do you see in this painting? Maybe you could look at the art in your house and see if there's shapes there. That's an idea. Awesome job on the shape hunt, friends. I feel like a true detective. Do you? What shapes did you find? Take some pictures and send them to me, and I'll make sure to put those in my next video. All right, everybody, so for the next part of the video, we are going to plan and create a memory game to help us remember the names of these shapes that we've just learned, okay? So what you're going to need is 4 pieces of paper, okay? I used blue cardstock, but you can use whatever you have at home, okay? 4 pieces. Go ahead and get that. Okay, kiddos, so what I have here is 1 piece of paper. The first one I'm going to use, I'm going to fold it over 1 time, just like this. See, make sure it's nice and flat. Great. Then I'm going to fold it again. Awesome. The next thing I'm going to do is fold it again. So now it's much smaller. Then I'm going to open up and I should have 8 different rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. So next, I'll grab my scissors and I'll cut them apart. So once I've cut all my pieces apart, I will do the same thing for my other 3 pieces of paper. This will make sure that I have 32 cards once I've cut them all apart. Make sure you have 32 cards, okay? Great job, everyone. So now I'm going to use my 2D poster and 3D poster to copy the shapes onto my little cards, okay? So for each shape, I need to make 2 cards so that when I'm playing memory, I have a match for every single shape. So on this card, I decided to make pentagons, and a challenge is to write the words as well. So I made 2 cards with a drawing of a pentagon and the word. Next, I will continue making cards with all of the shapes that I used, my 2D shapes and my 3D shapes. Why don't you try that? So now that I finished making all of my 2D shapes, I'm going to make cards for my 3D shapes. See you soon. So I've just finished making all my 3D shapes. I have extra cards. I am going to make my own. I decided to add hearts and also stars. So that's what I'm doing now. All right, everybody, this is my last card. Now I'll get started playing my game. Okay, kindergartners, it's time for us to play our memory game. I'm so excited since we spent so much time and hard work making our cards. And I have a friend here who's gonna play with me. This is Mr. Raccoon. Hi, everybody. So excited to play. Okay, everybody, so the first thing Mr. Raccoon and I are going to do is take all of our cards and line them up on the table. It's your choice if you'd like to sort your cards first and have one deck of 2D shapes and one deck of 3D shapes. I decided to go for the challenge and put all of my cards out on the table. So the goal of this game is to choose 2 cards that have the same shape. So when it's my turn, I will flip one card over, say the shape, flip another one over, say that shape. If they match, I get a pair. Cylinder and star. Those don't match, so I'll put them back. Now it's Mr. Raccoon's turn. He might need some help because he doesn't have hands. Square, cone. They don't match. Let's put them back. My turn. So Mr. Raccoon and I will keep taking turns until one of us gets a match. Once we do get a match, you get to keep both of those cards. Oh my goodness, I did it. Those are mine now. Oh yay, Mr. Raccoon got one too. He was so patient. And sometimes it's hard to play games like this because you want to win and get a match every time. It's important to be patient, and if you feel a little bit disappointed, that's okay. As long as we keep playing and we're kind to our friends, our family, or our stuffies, that's how we have fun. Mr. Raccoon and I had so much fun playing memory and practicing our shapes today. I really hope you get a chance to play this game at your home with your family or your stuffies, and I can't wait to learn with you again. See you later, kindergartners!